Hi gang, it's me. Feels really weird because I've only done 2 videos this week and normally I do like 4 or 3, but feels like I've been away for ages. So I was really excited tonight to do a video because it feels like it's been a long while. How are you? Are you okay? How was this week's learning? Was it challenging enough? Was it okay? Did you get on with lots of different bits and bobs? Are you happy? All those things. Obviously, ask all those questions all the time, but I do really care about what's going on with you guys, and I really hope you're doing okay. So, before I start the quiz, something very exciting happened to me today, which as soon as it happened, I was like, oh my goodness, I am going to do this on the quiz. I'm going to show my children because they will be so excited. And you guys are part of my life. You're like an extended family to me anyway, so you need to know about this. It is the best thing ever. So I was cleaning the floor in the kitchen, like you do, and there was a surprise that happened, and I was asked to go and help with a big parcel at the gate. So I went to help with the big parcel at the gate. But it wasn't a big parcel at the gate, guys. It was a new addition to my family. So Hugo's just there, and this, in this little black bed, is a new pug, and he is called Ralph. I'm going to pick him up to show you guys, but he is just doing a little snooze right now. How exciting! I know you guys knew that I was thinking about getting another dog, but I had no idea about this, and it's very exciting. So I will obviously put some pictures up for you to see, but had no idea that was going to happen. I'm just going to go and get him for you so you can see. Come on, Ralphie. Here he is. Huey's new brother. Hey, hi, Ralph. Say hello. Say hello. So now we've got Hugo and Ralph in our family. Ralph is very tired. It's been a very long day. He travelled to us. We didn't go to get him. He travelled to us, so it was done really safely. He's fallen asleep in my hands. So that's the new pug in the family. He's going to go back to sleep now. Huey might come and say hi in a bit because he likes to get up. Oh, there we go. So, quiz time now. I'll show my news to you. So, same as normal, 2 rounds, 20 questions altogether. People keep messaging me after the quiz and saying, Miss Billington, you missed out another question again. Last week, apparently, I missed out question 6. I'm so sorry. So this week, I've typed it out. So I'm not going to forget any questions or anything like that. Okay, I'm so sorry for that last time. So, round 1 then. Let's get going. Let's get sorted. All the learning from the class, this one. Number 1, what are the 4 main points on a compass? So, compass that we use to measure direction. What are the 4 main directions on a compass? Can you name those for me? There's a little rhyme that helps you, isn't there? Number 2. I'm going to read a sentence. You have got to choose the word that is an adverb. So it adds to the verb, remember? It describes the verb. Which one is the adverb? The boy ran quickly into the water. Which one is the adverb? The boy ran quickly into the water. See if you can get the adverb there. I think you can. Number 3. Is water a conductor of electricity? So does water conduct electricity? Yes or no? Is it a conductor? Does it allow electricity to pass through it? Number 4, what approximate, so around, because we're not sure for exact, but what approximate age was Tutankhamun when he died? What was his approximate age? What do historians think? Number 5, name 3 electrical appliances. So 3 appliances that might be electrical, or are electrical actually. Next one, number 6. Oh, I don't know if I already said 6. See, this is how rubbish I am with the numbers. Give me 2 features, so 2 things that we could include when we're writing instructions. Now, there's loads of stuff you could include when you're writing instructions. So imagine you're baking a cake and you're going to write instructions for somebody. What 2 things would you use to show that you're writing instructions? There's loads, but I'll go through a list and you can check anything else when we do the answers on the internet. Number 7's a maths one. So if a bus holds 12 children, so on one bus I can get 12 children. There are 48 children going swimming, like we do when we go in September. So one bus holds 12, there are 48 children going. How many buses will we need? So this one holds 12, this one holds 12, and so on. How many will we need to fit all 48 children on the buses? Don't worry about adults, I'm not thinking about them. Give you a little minute for that. 12 on one bus. How many buses for 48 children? And number 8. So we're thinking about when we did our Egyptian sunset, that lovely watercolour art where we put the silhouette over the front of all the camels and everything else. What is a silhouette? That's number 8. What is a silhouette? And it'll be your best description. So I'll read the definition when we do the answers, but you give me your best description of a silhouette. Number 9. How do you spell the word opposite? Opposites attract. So I want you to spell opposite. And number 10, if I've got this right, which continent, think about the 7 continents of the world, which continent would I find above, so which one would I find above South America? So South America's here, which one is here? Which continent is above South America? And that is the first round done. So if you want at this point to pause me, rewind if you've missed any questions, probably said the wrong numbers, sorry about that. And then you can move on with me to the general knowledge of the class, which I really like doing this bit because it's all about us and it's all about everything that we like and we talk about in the class when we're not doing lots and lots of learning. So I like this round a lot. Number 1. What is Miss Billington's favourite modern Disney film? Quite a Disney fan. My favourite ever Disney film is actually Aristocats, but I have a new favourite that is more modern, which I wonder if you know what that is. So what is my favourite modern Disney film? Have a think, pause me if you need to. Number 2, when we ran around the track to raise money for the Australian bushfires, which Layla organised, which was awesome, how many minutes were we given to run around the track? How many minutes did we get to do lots of running? And lots of us were puffed out after this amount of minutes. And lots of us were walking. How many minutes? On the class book club, so this is number 3, on the class book club, how many books do you have to read before you can have something out of the basket and talk about and do all the bits and bobs we have to do before we get anything? How many books do you have to get to before you can have a reward? Number 4, what is the name of the class Elf on the Shelf? Elf that comes out every year, causes carnage in our classroom, What is his name? It's a him. But what is his name? Number 5. When we made Christmas cards this year, what Christmas character did we put on the front? We all followed instructions to make them, and we put a specific character on the front. We all followed the same instructions to make it. Can you remember what we put on the front of our Christmas cards this year? Number 6. Thinking about continents again, weirdly, but different question. Probably not going to get to go on holiday this year, I don't think, in the summer. But it'll be rearranged, it'll be fine, as long as we're all happy, healthy and safe. Which continent was I planning on going to in summer? So which continent had I booked a holiday in? Out of the 7 continents, where was I planning to go and travel around? Be sad if we can't go, but it is what it is. Number 7, how many Christian values are there in our school? So we change our Christian value board in the classroom every term. Just giving that away, I think. How many Christian values do we have that we really focus on? There are so many, but we focus on a certain number. This is number 8. What did we bake on Christmas RE Day in my class? So when you went on the carousel in your house teams and you went around all the classes, what did you bake when you got to my station? Which type of thing? Obviously it was a baking question and now wasn't it? I'm obsessed by it at the moment. It's keeping me going. Number 9, World Book Day question. On World Book Day, who did Mrs. Mortlock dress up as? She was fantastic. She looked awesome. But who did she dress up as? Can you remember? Throw your minds back. Try and remember. And if I'm right, that would take me to question 10. Sorry if I've missed one. How many siblings means brothers and sisters. How many siblings do I have? You should know that one. That's an easy mark. That was kind of me, I feel. I've actually gone through the whole quiz, haven't I? I haven't actually gone back and done round 1's answers. So I'm just going to go through the whole thing with the answers, if that's okay with you. So rewind me if you need to go and look for any other questions that you missed. Pause me if you want to go and get a drink, or your pen ran out, or it's not very sharp. And I'm going to go through the answers. 4 main points on a compass: north, south, east, west. Never eat shredded wheat. North, south, east, west. 1 point if you got all of them. You're not having 4 points there. That was mean of me, wasn't it? Which word is an adverb? Quickly, because it's describing how he ran. So running is the doing word, that's the verb. Quickly describes it. Water is a conductor. It's a very dangerous conductor of electricity. You do not mix water and electricity. Hopefully you remembered that. So yes, it is a conductor. You should have had yes there, or true. Number 4, Tutankhamun was 18, approximately, when he died. Half a mark if you got 17 or 19. I'll let you have that. 18 is a full mark, because that's when historians do think. He died very young. Name 3 electrical appliances. Well, there are many, many, many. You can Google this to check if you're right, if you would like to. I've got toaster, fridge, television, coffee machine, oven, speakers, Hoover, iron, computer. Any of those sorts of things, really. Just have a Google if I haven't said the one that you've got on your list, but you get a point for each one. 2 features which could be included in instruction writing: bullet points, title, subtitles or subheadings, numbered points, diagram. You could have short, clear sentences, imperative verbs like the bossy ones: cut, draw, mix, adverbs to tell you how to do them. Quickly, cut. What else could you have in instructions? It's not paragraphs as such, but you do separate out your points. So you could have small paragraphs, short sentences, things like that. Anything that you know is involved in instruction writing. Obviously, true facts and true ways of doing things. Number 7, if a bus holds 12 children and I've got 48, I need 4 buses because 4 times 12 is 48, or 48 divided by 12 is 4. Hopefully we got that one. Just sharing out the children onto the buses, aren't you? You can only get 12 onto that one, so then you have to go onto another bus. A silhouette. Now I will read the definition that I got from, because I wanted to get, I know what a silhouette is, but I wanted it to be the perfect definition so you guys could compare yours, if you like. So it's the dark shape and outline of someone or something visible in restricted light against a brighter background. So light background, restricted light, so you can't see the things in the foreground and therefore they look black or very dark. No detail. If you put no detail and things like that, I know that's what we talked about in class, so you can definitely have that. Well done if you got that. That's a tricky one. That was so long. We did that so long ago. Opposite is spelt OPPOSITE. Which continent would I find above South America? North America. That was a little bit of a trick question. Sorry about that. But South America's down here, North America's up here, and they're 2 separate continents. They work a bit differently to each other. Oh, that was Hugo snorting in the background. Bless. So that's all 10 of the first questions. Total it all up, see how much you've got so far. And we'll move on to Miss Billington's favourite modern Disney film. Year 4 might have had an advantage. I don't know if I told you this last year when we did the song. I don't know. Moana is my favourite modern Disney film. I absolutely love Moana because the songs are so good. And I learned that one that we sang last year. What's it called? How Far I'll Go. Learned it on the piano. In lockdown. Still mastering it. Right, when we ran around the track, we were given 10 minutes. And we all paid £1. We raised lots of money. We had a good time. And we did something good, which was really nice. Still think that was an awesome idea. On the class book club, if I'm right, I think I'm right here, guys. I keep picking questions where I'm like, don't know if I know the answer. We get house points when we get to 5. Or do we? Or do we get something out of the basket? No, I think we get house points. And then when we get to 10, we get something out of the basket. So it's 10. 10 books, something out of the basket. 5 books, 5 house points, I think. Email me across if I'm wrong. There's nothing new there. Cheeky is the name of our class elf for number 4. Because 2 people voted for Cheeky, didn't they, actually? I feel like it was Alfie and Layla picked Cheeky when we pulled the names out of the hat. And it is a very good name because he is very cheeky. And when we made Christmas cards, we put a snowman on the front. So that's the answer to number 5, snowman. Number 6, the continent that I was going to visit this year and travel in a little bit of was Africa. I was going to go to Africa, which was funny, wasn't it? Because when we were learning about Egypt, that's also in Africa. And I was like, oh, I'm going on holiday there, but not to Africa. Not to Egypt, sorry. 7, there are 6 Christian values. There are loads in the world. We just focus on 6, which is why we do 1 each half term, because we have 6 half terms as well. But then we kind of all blurred into one, haven't they, so far, recently. On World Book Day, number 8, we baked cupcakes. When you came round to my station, we did some nice cupcakes. They were good, actually. There was loads. So that was nice. Number 9, on World Book Day, Mrs. Mortlock dressed up as Gangster Granny and she looked awesome. That was such a good costume. I remember when she came in and I was like, oh, that's so good. Why didn't I think of that? But she suited it better than me. Not because she's a granny, but because she can pull it off better than me. Oh, I think Hugo's coming around to say hello. You okay? It's okay. 10. How many siblings do I have? I have 2. And they are both girls. I have 2 sisters who are very fond of you guys and ask about you all the time because I keep seeing you in the newspaper and on your productions and at fairs and things like that. So there we go. Add your scores up for that one. Let me know how you got on. Let me know if I missed a question. Let me know if I've got any of the questions wrong. Let me know if you like my new pug. I think maybe they'll come and say bye together. Shall I see if I can do that? They do like each other. Hugo is very, very fond of Ralph because he thinks he's his big brother. Right, Huey, you going to say bye? Ralphie, you going to say bye? Hello. You say bye. Huey, say bye. I know you like him. There's only kiss. Say bye to class 2. Bye. We're going to go back to the beds. And it's also bye from me, guys. Thank you so much if you've joined in with the quiz this week. I love hearing about your scores. I love hearing anything from you, actually. I have had some lovely photos again this week. Thank you so much. Have an amazing weekend. I'll be checking in on Monday again. Going to throw a few bits in next week, a few more bits and bobs for you. And I hope you're getting on okay. And I miss you lots and lots and lots. See you soon.